Look what I just found, guys. It's not the view, but does anyone know what it is? It's this tree right here. So we just got to a beautiful camp spot for the weekend. I'm gonna try something new out. I bought this diesel heater. I'm gonna flip you guys around. So you can see I got the vent going into my side door. Power's in there. I did have to modify the exhaust a little bit, but it's that 8 calorie diesel heater. We're gonna give it a shot on this trip. It's supposed to be pretty cold this weekend. We've been having rain on and off, as you can see, but we're gonna test it tonight, see what the temperature is, and see how we do. And we're running it off of the Jackery 300. So I'm gonna start it around 9 o'clock. And what I want to do is I want to see if, one, how long does it last? Does it last all night? Am I only gonna get half a night? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But we're gonna get some dinner going. I'm actually pretty hungry. Um, we're gonna kind of enjoy the evening for a little bit. Okay, for tonight we're gonna just do some salmon. I'm just gonna cook it on the barbecuer. We're just gonna keep it simple, and all we're gonna really do, and I always kind of like my salmon. I'm gonna cook both of them. I'm actually pretty hungry, but we're gonna kind of go and do our piece on there. And like I say, I'm not super fancy on what we're gonna make with this. I forgot to get some paper towels. All right, so yeah, like I say, we're gonna keep this kind of simple. We're just gonna put a little bit of some avocado oil on there, just nothing fancy, just some just some standard 100% pure avocado oil. Oop. And then we're gonna put some seasoning on there. And that's pretty much all we're gonna do with the salmon. We are having some veggies on the side as well, but we're gonna go ahead and get this cooking. So we're gonna throw this on our stove right there, as you can see. We're just gonna let that cook, and then I'm gonna do the veggies. We're gonna put just a little bit of some oil as well. And we're just gonna do some roasted potatoes and green beans. That'll be our veggie for the side. These are probably gonna cook pretty quick too. And then I'm loving this spork I got from Amazon. I'm really enjoying it. It works actually really well. So I'm gonna throw it on there. I'm gonna kind of do it like that. Cook them to the sides. This thing cooks the meat or any type of food really fast. So this is how we're gonna cook it. Nothing beats a nice salmon dinner over our campfire pit. We got our veggies cooking good. Our salmon is getting there, as you can see. Dinner is served. Look how good that looks. Those veggies, that salmon cooked up good. I got my Capri Sun wild cherry. Then we got our stove, our campfire still going. We're gonna sit down and enjoy our meal and watch the rain for a little bit. The camera is probably not picking up, but there's a little bit of rain going on. You can see it kind of dripping off my awning right there. But yeah, it's gonna be a gorgeous evening. I can tell already it's gonna get cold. You can probably see my breath. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun fall weather camping trip for sure. So as you can hear, I got the diesel heater on and running. You can hear it clicking and pumping fuel. We have it currently at, I don't know if that's gonna pick it up. We have it at 2, which is pretty low. So we'll see how that heats throughout the night. I don't think I need any more than that. And then it's kind of hard to see, but you can see my hose going up. Yeah, it's actually hot. Let's stick or not hot, but it's warm. But let's stick our head in the camper and see if it's blowing warm air. All right, so we're in the camper. You can see my vent is right there, and it is blowing warm. There is some warm air. And we have the Jackery at 98%. So we're gonna see how well this runs, and it's currently 8:30. So we're gonna see if it runs all night. I'm not gonna change any of the settings. I'm gonna leave the Jackery alone. I'm gonna leave the diesel heater alone, and to see how many hours we get out of it. But no, I can already feel warm air in here for only being on for maybe 5 minutes. But when I get ready to crawl into bed, we'll get kind of a little bit more of a temperature reading. I don't have a thermostat, but if I'm in a t-shirt, it's hot enough in here. So we just crawled into the camper. It's about a little after 9, so it's been maybe 25 minutes or so. It is really warm in here for only running for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 2. We're currently at 95%, and it's just a little after 9. So let's see how it does throughout the evening. It's actually hot enough in here. I'm probably gonna crack my vent that I have up here, because I can already tell I'm cooked out. So we'll see what it's like, because 3-4 o'clock is always the coldest part of the day or of the night. So we're kind of see where we're at, and if something happens through the middle of the night, I'll record it for you guys. But until then, I'll see you in the morning. So we've had the diesel heater on for the whole night. We didn't change any settings or anything. And I'm gonna tell you this, guys, it got so hot in this trailer. I was in a t-shirt, as you can see, all night, and it cooked me out. I actually had to open my vent up there. I've actually had to step outside a few times, but I wanted to leave it on throughout the whole night to see actually how warm it gets in here. Now, this isn't the biggest trailer by any means, but I kept the heat at the low setting, number 2, and it performed really well. And I'm going to show you the timestamp and what power we have left on the Jackery. And then once it gets a little lighter outside, it's still a little dark, I'll show you what fuel we have left too. I didn't have it completely at full, but pretty close. So it's currently, we started this at 8:30, and it's currently 6:16, and we've been running this on the Jackery since 8:30, and we have 16% left. And it's been pretty, I woke up a few times in the middle of the night. It does like to spike up to about 20 watts, but it will drop down to, there's one time I saw it running at around 10 watts. So it definitely varies a little bit. But for the most part, this heater performed really well for just kind of right out of the box. It's been warm. I think what I want to do, it's not super cold where I'm at. I would say it's probably upper 30s probably. Cold enough, yeah, you want some heat, but I feel pretty confident when I start doing my winter stuff, I'll be more than warm. I think the biggest question and the biggest issue I'm going to run into is, will the Jackery 300 be able to have enough power when I turn the heat up to more of a medium setting at, say, 4. Okay, so I just opened up my diesel heater to see how much fuel I burned last night, and I didn't burn that much. I would say not even half a tank, and I think I only had it full maybe about right here. It wasn't full, but I would say probably about here. So one tank, I think will run 24 hours, give or take, depending on the setting, obviously. But no, pretty impressed so far. I'm really enjoying this heater. I've only used it once so far, but first impressions, I'm gonna be honest, it's done pretty good. We're gonna run it tonight again, but I'm only gonna run it, I think, part of the night. Good morning, YouTube. It's about 6:30. We're kind of just enjoying the fire a little bit. It's a little cold this morning, but we're gonna get some breakfast going and we're gonna go do a hike. Actually up the pass a little bit. So I'm camped not too far from my house, but we're gonna do. It's it's been a while since I've done this hike, but it'll be a fun one to go and explore this time of year because it's getting to be early fall. So I think up in the height, once we get up above tree line, I think it's gonna have some nice contrast. Or be a pretty. It's a pretty hike in general, anyways. So we're gonna kind of enjoy that today. But like I say, for right now, I'm gonna kind of enjoy this fire. I really recommend buying one of these. I have the link in my description. I just got it from Amazon. I'm really liking this so far. I'm I'm gonna say it's probably upper 30s right now, and I just got a light fleece on and just another little light long sleeve, and I'm comfortable. All right, so we're gonna make ourselves kind of a breakfast burrito. We're gonna go ahead and get the hash browns going, because those always take the longest. I haven't tried hash browns or potatoes on this. Well, I did try potatoes, but I haven't tried hash browns on this stove yet. I feel like they're gonna cook insanely fast, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't burn them. Okay, while the hash browns are cooking, we're gonna go ahead and scramble some eggs. I like the brown eggs. Just I think it tastes better. We got our little thing here. Oh, guess we're just do this right here. Ooh, made a mess. Egg exploded on me. All right, so we got some Jimmy John Country Mild, which I really like the Jimmy John Country Mild. We're gonna just get that going as well. So we're gonna pour scrambled eggs in there. Actually, I'm gonna pull this back a little bit. So one thing I've learned with scrambled eggs on this, or eggs in general, with this campfire pit, you almost need to kind of pull it off the heat for a little bit, because it will cook way too fast. So this stove, or this campfire pit, you can see there's a little bit of a lip right here. Cook it like that and let the eggs kind of roll in, kind of cook off to the side. So I always like this type of green chili. We're gonna just put about a half a can in there. Ooh, ow, fire's hot. All right, that'll work. Okay, so everything's all cooked up. We're gonna go ahead and make our burritos. All right, so all I got left is to put the cheese on it. I got a little here I'll probably just snack on. So here's our breakfast that we're gonna have that we cooked over our camp stove. That looks pretty good. It'll keep me full for the day. So we're gonna enjoy this in front of the fire. All right, so we're on our way up the trail. We just started. We're just now leaving the parking lot. You can see or flip you guys around here. Look how pretty it is. But this is a pretty view. This mountain in front of me almost looks like it's drawn with chalk. It's always kind of cool, but check this out. Look at this. See that right there? Almost looks like it's drawn on with, like someone went in and just took chalk and drew it in there. Kind of crazy. So we're just breaking above tree line, and look at this mountain. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? This is the one I showed earlier in the video where it's almost like it's pasteled in. It's just a crazy, crazy beautiful mountain. But this hike, this time of year is the best time to do it. So we're early fall, so the colors are just kind of barely changing. This is where the hike gets really pretty. So, like I say, stay tuned because we are climbing a lot higher, and the view, you don't want to miss the view, trust me. Isn't that just a crazy view? Look what I just found, guys. It's not the view, but does anyone know what it is? It's this tree right here. This is an old bristlecone pine. I don't know how old they get. I think thousands of years old, but that is a bristlecone right there. See how it's twisting? It's so old. It's actually really a neat tree. And it looks like there's a old dead one right here. Actually, this one's kind of getting ready to uproot. As you can see, it's this one might fall over in the next couple years, but a really pretty tree. And these trees have seen a lot with, look at this view they get. All right, so we made it to our destination. We're at the top, we're on a pass hike, so we're actually at the top of the pass right now. It's windy up here and it's cold, but it feels really good. But if you look around, we just came up all the stuff that's behind us. All right, so we are at a nice little spot to have some lunch. I'm gonna have me a sandwich wrap that I got from Walmart. But we're gonna enjoy this view here for a little bit. It's a nice spot. We got a nice big mountain peak, a nice saddle. Just gorgeous spot. And I'll kind of show you my lunch view that I'm having here. So that's my lunch view right there. Not bad, not bad at all. So tonight we're going to be having, I don't know what we're really having. It's just going to be kind of some meat, some veggies, some cheese, and some chili. I got some noodles cooking right now. All right, so the noodles are done. I left a little water in there, as you can see, just so the noodles don't stick onto the bottom. We're gonna throw in just some cut up kielbasa. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw those in. All right, now we're gonna add the veggies, which is just green beans and some potatoes. Ooh, that's hot. There's still a little bit in there. My leftover Stokes green chili in there. And then give this a good old mix. Like I've never tried this. This is just something random I'm trying. So we're gonna give it a shot here. Give it a good old mix. I know green beans and chili don't sound that good, but you know, if it's warm and it keeps me full, I'm good with it. All right, so we just need to top it off with some cheese, and this is ready to eat. I would say this is done and ready to eat. I don't know what to call it, but I'm gonna enjoy it anyways. Oh, looks like it's gonna be a gorgeous morning. I slept pretty good in with the diesel heater last night. It didn't get as cold as the other night, but it was still. Ooh, I'm having a late start to the morning. Let's put it that way. I was just warm and comfy. Looks like it's gonna be a gorgeous day. Check this out. Here I got some sun popping in the trees. Our diesel heater that ran all night, or not all night, half the night. Really enjoying that, by the way. So this morning we're gonna get some breakfast going, then we're gonna go hit a lake that's just up the road. I don't know, maybe about 3-4 miles. Ooh, all right, we're gonna get some sausage going, but it'll be nice. I wouldn't mind breakfast kind of on a warm day. Oh shit, I hate when it does that. We're having a fatty. So I want to smash that patty down a little bit more. How I do it is I just take a bag and just press it down. Doesn't stick as much, a little cleaner. There we go. That's a little better. Ooh, and I got some plastic melted on there. My bad. Oh, this egg kind of went to, made a mess, didn't it? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. To do our pancakes, I usually just take I always forget a measuring cup, but I always take a bag. And then I like the favorite brand of pancake mix ever. So I like to take these, and I use the bag as a mixing, basically, as a mixing cup. It works actually pretty well, to be honest with you. Gets a little messy once in a while, but not too bad. So I usually just make like one pancake or two little ones. In this case, we're probably just gonna make one medium. So I just kind of eyeball it, to be honest with you. We're gonna go a little bit more. That'll probably be about right. So I don't fill it that full. Then I just take some water, and I don't put much water in either. Maybe about right there. That might be actually a little too much. Ziploc it up. Then this is how I mix it. It stays on dishes. It's easy cleanup, and it works pretty well. I got it a little too runny, as you can see. I put just a hair too much water in there. Alright, so our eggs and sausage is done. I'm going to go ahead and get that on a plate. I'm going to eat this while the pancake cooks. Oh, look at that. It's like I knew what I was doing. So there's our pancake mix. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to move this a little more in the middle. Oop, maybe. And there we go. We got ourselves a nice little pancake. So we just got to the parking spot to go to this lake. Oh man, it's been kind of a morning. I've got the GoPro that I record all this stuff for you guys. The battery was dead. Well, all my batteries are dead. So I had to deal with that. But anyways, we're on our way to the lake now. This is just a short little jaunt. I mean, it's probably a quarter of a mile. So we made it to the lake. I forgot how this lake doesn't see much activity. I got to remember to try to get to. Ah, here we go. It's like I know there's a accessible spot here to fish. So this spot right here, the fish are jumping like crazy. Well, not crazy, but the little bit I've been here, I think they've jumped up twice already. I just can't seem to catch them. Part of me thinks maybe I might try a fly, but I don't know. I feel like this is a hard lake to fish. All right, so we're on our way back down to the truck. The lakes, we just left the lake a few minutes ago. But no, I want to thank you guys for tagging along with this trip, joining me on this adventure. Oh, big log. But I just want to say thank you for all the subscribers I've had so far. I have a lot more content coming down the pipeline. Please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.